What is going on, gang? It is your boy Ultra 7, and welcome to week 24 of the ULTRAA update. This week I got week 16 drops from Supreme, some more announcements from Supreme as well. We're going to take a look at the Black Cat 4s that are dropping on Black Friday. As well, we're going to talk about what Sean Witherspoon's been up to. Without further ado, let's get into it. So let's get into some of the items that Supreme is dropping this week. For all my collectors out there, I know I like to collect Supreme items. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys do too. So this week we do have the Supreme Toyo Mini Toolbox. Listen, man, this stone is cool. I definitely like what you could probably do with this. You know what I'm saying? For all my smokers out there, you know, if you need a little stash box or whatever the case is, man, this is a nice little pickup. I mean, I think this joint is pretty cool. It's basic, but why not? So to all my tennis fans out there, I'm not sure Supreme has any tennis fans, but Supreme is dropping a Yonex End Zone tennis racket. As you can see, it has the Supreme on the inside of the frame. You know, I think this is pretty cool. I feel like if you was to buy this, you can probably hang it up on your wall, you know, make it a nice little art piece in your apartment or in your house or whatever the case is, your man cave. But, you know, to each his own, man. I mean, I think it's cool. They're always trying something new and different, but let's get into a couple more items. Some of the items that I think that you guys might be interested in for this week's drop. So as far as clothing this week with Supreme, this piece right here, it just stood out to me. I thought this is probably one of the best pieces that they're dropping on this particular drop, but this is the satin piping pullover quarter zip from Supreme. Listen, it comes in 3 different colorways. You got the black and white, you got the baby blue and white, and then you got the green and gold with the red piping. Listen, this joint is crazy. If I go for anything this week from Supreme as far as clothes, I'm definitely going for this. Like, this joint is fire. But tell me in the comments which colorway would you guys go for. But that's not it. That's not it. They're also giving us something else. So they're also giving us the matching track pants with these as well, man. Listen, I say go for either or go for both. Just don't wear them together. I mean, that's just me. I'm gonna speak for myself. I wouldn't wear them together, but the track pants are fire. That track jacket is fire, man. Like, listen, I don't know about y'all, but I would go for at least one of these. I feel like these items are probably going to sell out pretty fast. I don't see these sitting on the website, but you guys tell me in the comments which colorway would you go for. But let's get into some of the news from Supreme. So I got some good news this week. I'm sorry, y'all. I jumped the gun. I was getting excited, but this is another piece that's dropping by Supreme. This is the rhinestone pinup work shirt, and I think this joint is pretty cool too. I wish they kind of would have put it on a t-shirt and took the rhinestones off, but listen, I still think this is a cop, to be completely honest, man. They always kind of give us something a little edgy, and I'm definitely digging this joint. But imagine this on the back of a t-shirt, and you take that blue logo that says Supreme and put it on the front. Fire. Fire. Now let's get into what I really wanted to talk about. So the time is finally here, man. We have been waiting for some news on these Nike and Supreme SB Dunks, and they finally are giving us a time frame. It's not an official date, but they were supposed to drop this season, but they pushed them back to fall winter. So that gives you guys some time to recover your pockets from all the spending you've been doing like the last couple months and be able to go ahead and try to cop you a pair of these. So it's coming in 5 different colorways, and we're going to take a look at them. So I'm gonna start with my personal favorite that I honestly think they're gonna sell out first. The purple and gray ones are so crazy, bro. But I guarantee you these are going to be the first pair to go. Number 2, I have the black and blue ones. I feel like those are going to be the second ones to sell out. Then you got the green. Those are going to be third. And I feel like it's a toss-up between the white ones and the black ones. But if anything, I really feel like those white neutrals are going to sell out fourth. And then the black ones will probably go last. But I guarantee you none of these will sit. I guarantee you they'll probably sit for somewhere up to probably like, I would say 2 to 3 minutes. But which colorway are you guys going for, man? I definitely am going to try my hand for those gray and purple ones. But if anything, I can settle for the blue. I can settle for the green. Or you could just use them as trade bait. In my honest opinion, I would probably try to go for one of the other ones so you can actually get the color that you want if you do want those gray and purple ones. And just, you know, pay that extra fee. Why not? But tell me in the comments, man, which colorway are you going to go for and which colorway you think is going to sell out first? Without further ado, let's get into what Sean Witherspoon has been up to. So Sean Witherspoon has teamed up with the shoe designer Zelafeld to drop a 3D printed sneaker, man. And listen, I mean, I like a lot of things that Sean Witherspoon does, man. And I mean, these are a little bit different. And I guess he has a lot more creative control over these. So, and I mean, 3D printed sneaker, man, you could design it today and have it in your hand by the afternoon. So, but let's take a look at them. So this right here is the actual shoe. And I'm not going to lie, man, they look pretty sturdy. They look like a mix between a Pyromoss Reebok and then a Raf Simon Adidas, to be completely honest. But they look pretty sturdy and they look like they probably are comfortable. But they also come in a mule as well. They just chop the back off of it. But I mean, listen, tell me what y'all think in the comments. I'm going to show you guys a couple of the other colorways that are actually available now. So as far as the colorways that are available now on Zelafeld's website, you have the blue pair, you have that like eggshell white, you have the orange, you have the black, and then you have the red. I mean, they honestly remind me a lot of the foam runners, to be completely honest, but there's a lot of companies dropping their own version of the foam runners. But these do look mad comfortable, man, and they do look mad interesting. And I don't know, man, that right now the shoe is on the website for $189 and the mule is on the website for $149, which is not a bad price point, to be completely honest. These are some shoes that you could throw on and just, kind of get messed up and dirty a little bit, and they probably gonna be pretty comfortable. You can use them as driving shoes. That's what I would use them as. But I mean, I did see a couple of the styles that they put it with, and I was like, okay, I can kind of get with this. I can kind of get with this. But tell me what you guys think in the comment. Which colorway looks the best to you, and do y'all think these shoes are a cop or drop? So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. The Black Cat 4s are returning. Black Friday. What a better day to drop them. What a better day to drop them. But these particular Black Cat 4s are going to have the Nike Air on the back. You know the other pair only had the Jumpman on the back. So you know that these are going to go crazy. Hopefully there's a high stock in these. I don't know. But once I get more information, I will definitely let you guys know. But tell me what y'all think of these Jones, man. I mean, you can't go wrong with an all black 4, man, at all. These Jones are super, super clean. But tell me in the comments, man, you going to keep your OG pair or you going to go for the ones with the Nike Air on the back? Because, I mean, I'm definitely going to go for the ones with the Nike Air on the back. I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to grab a pair of these, even though I'm kind of tired of 4s. But at the same time, you can't say no to these. So let's go ahead and get to some of the Jordans that you can look forward to in 2026. So these are some of the Jordans that I personally picked out from the lineup that I seen that are coming out in 2026. So let's go ahead and get into them. So we have the Air Jordan 9 Flint Gray or French Blue. I'm not really a big Nines fan, even though I do like the cool grays, the olives, as well as the Chicago. So maybe I am, but that's none of your business. Mind your business. And then we had the reverse infrareds. Now, I'm not too sure what they're actually going to look like. This is actually just a mock-up of what they could look like. But when I think of reverse infrared, I think of the Toro Bravo 6s. But I mean, all we're really asking for, to be completely honest, Nike, is for you to give us the original colorway. Just give us the actual infrared 6s or the varsity red, throw the Nike Air in the back. I don't know what reverse infrared is going to look like, but we didn't ask for anything to be reversed, reimagined, rare air. We didn't ask for any of that. We just want the original colorways. That's all we're asking for. And then you had the Chicago 13s. Not really a big fan of these, but I'm sure a lot of you guys are probably going to tap in with them. I mean, 13s to me just don't really coordinate with my style at the moment, so this is something I'm probably going to pass on. And then you had the Flight Club 4s. I thought these were pretty cool too. I'm not sure if they're going to have the Nike Air on the back, but if they do, that's definitely going to add a lot to the shoe. These kind of remind me of a Bred 4, but if like you use like a lighter color instead of black, of course. But I thought these were pretty cool, so I was like, man, let me show you guys. And then the only shoe that I'm really looking forward to in 2026, I feel like this is the headliner right now because there's not a lot of heat that I've seen coming out in 2026, which is fine with me because my pockets definitely need a break. But it's the Wolf Gray 5s. I had these a long time ago when they retro, man, and I definitely have to get these back. But other than that, this list is pretty cool. This year has been jam-packed with heat after heat after heat after heat. So I already knew Nike really wasn't going to be able to pull a lot out of the chamber, but I'm sure they will give us some good drops next year, but this is just a preview of what we might see or what we're going to see. But tell me in the comments, man, out of these 5 pair, which one are you going for? Because I know which ones I'm going for. Well, that's it for today's episode, man. Thank you for tuning into the Ultra Update Week 24, man. Listen, tell me in the comments what you guys saw. Did you guys dig it? What you guys want to pick up this week? What you guys looking forward to? And if you haven't already, make sure you follow me on TikTok at ULTRAA1. On my TikTok page, I make sure to keep everybody updated on what's going on in the sneaker world. I also make sure I drop any information about restocks and price drops. So, but like I said, don't forget to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Send this to your friends, man. And that's it for me, man. I catch y'all next week. I'm out of here.